Hello guys, welcome back to our channel, Two Brothers Outdoors. The other night on our forestry and sawmill roundtable, somebody asked about leveling legs for the hfe30 and 36. The ones with the real heavy track, which is the bigger mills, with the angle iron track. I made leveling legs for our mill, and I'm going to show you how today. Tim won't be joining us. Rick has had the flu, and we don't want a chance exposing Tim to the flu, so he's steering clear of me for a couple more days. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you how, real quick, to put leveling legs, fine adjustment leveling legs on the angle iron heavy-duty Hudson mills. Come with me. I have my mill set up on pillars, concrete pillars, and I have the leveling legs or leveling adjustments on the end, and then everywhere that the track joins together I have a leveling leg here. And then what I did was I put it on the opposite side, so it's on this side of where the track joins together, and then it's on this side where the track joins together. Now this one's out, so I can show you how I did it. And then, of course, where the track joins again, there's one here, and one on the opposite side over there. And then on the end of the mill, one on each side on the ends. All right, come with me, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, guys, we're going to sit here in my favorite spot next to the wood stove, or the wood furnace. All right, so to make these legs, the first thing you're going to need, and I use 1/2 inch bolt. You want to get one with the longest thread you can, but not too long a bolt, because otherwise it sticks up above your track. Then you're going to need a nut for that bolt, 1/2 inch nut, 1/2 inch bolt to go together. Now you can get bolts, you can get specialized bolts that are threaded further up, and that's fine if you want to have a little more reach, but these I found works pretty good for fine adjustments. Alright, next thing you want to do is you're going to need an oversized washer. The washer cannot fit through the bolt. Can't have the washer go through the bolt. So I get a 3/8 washer that's oversized, 1/2 inch bolt, 1/2 inch nut. And then what I do is I take the washer and the nut, and I'll put a 3/8 bolt through it. And then I will put the nut, the 1/2 inch nut, against the washer. And this one I'll put a couple of washers on the bottom because my 3/8 bolt is too long. And I'll tighten the 3/8 bolt up. This has to be hand tight. And what that does is it seats the washer completely flat against the bottom of the nut. And this is going to be important because when you make these pads for your adjusting bolts, you don't want them to wobble as you tighten. You want them to stay flat. And this will work just fine. Alright, so after you get it like that, now we're going to take it over to the workbench and I'll show you what to do. Okay, so I'm going to come over here to my vise. And I'll stick the bottom of the bolt right in the vise. Just snug it up. Alright, so there's the nut, the 1/2 inch nut, and the oversized washer right there. Okay, so now we're going to take our handy dandy little Ryland MIG welder that we got from Truzy, and the link to this is in our description. This is a great little welder, especially for small projects like this, as is the stick welder that we also got from Truzy, the Ryland stick welder. Now this does do MIG and stick, But I tell you what, the MIG is really nice. All right, so for those of you that are concerned about starting a fire, because this is my workbench for wood and metal, I put wet towels all the way around this so that a few sparks is going to be produced, won't start a fire. All right, so all you do after this is you take your welder and make a couple of tacks. All right, that should do it. All right, guys, that was only for demonstration purposes only. I don't need to make any more. So what you end up with is you end up with a nut welded to an oversized washer and your bolt. And that nut will screw into that and bottom out on the washer. And now we're going to take it out to the mill and I'll show you what you'll do there. Well, all through January, February, we're showing you we're out there in sweatshirts and short sleeve shirts and bragging about the warm weather and how nice it's been this winter. Here we are, second weekend, third Saturday has already passed in March, and they're calling for 15 inches of snow this weekend. 15 inches of snow. And if you're wondering about the caterpillar that predicted the mild winter, I checked on him the other day. He's gone. He's flew to coop. I don't think you want to take a chance of me squashing him for lying. Okay, so I already showed you the location where I put these bolts. So now, what we're going to do, you're going to take a drill bit and you're going to drill a hole. See where this angle iron is welded to this angle iron? Well, right in here somewhere, it doesn't matter. Take a drill bit and drill a hole through there. Now what you're going to have to do if you don't have one is you're going to have to go down to the hardware store and buy a 1/2 inch coarse thread tap. It'll tell you what size drill bit to use with that tap so that the tap will work. And now what you're going to do is you're going to drill a hole every place you're going to put one of these. And then if I can show you here, you can see where the hole is tapped. I tap that hole. I tap threads into it so that I can thread the bolt through there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'll take the bolt. I'm going to thread it right through. I drilled that hole, made the threads with the tap, and then I'm going to feel the bottom. When that bolt starts coming through, I'm going to take the pad and we'll screw it right into the pad. All right, now I got it finger tight in the pad. Take 2 wrenches. Hold the nut you just welded. And tighten the bolt. Now, what you have is an adjustable pad so you can get your shims close. And then you can screw right down on that nut or that bolt until it touches. And you can adjust it any way you need it. Now this one was already pre-adjusted. I took it apart for demonstration, but now I could take the camera and show you what it looks like. All right, and that's what it looks like right there. That pad sits against the shim. Tighten the nut down. You can raise the track or lower the track just a little bit. Now, right now, I am almost to the bottom of this bolt, so if something happens, I'll loosen this up and put another shim in or a thicker shim, and then tighten it back down. If your mill's on concrete, that'll really work great for that because concrete doesn't move. These pillars that I have in the ground 4 feet, every time I bang a log on this real hard, it seems to drive a couple of them down just a little bit. getting better. The ground here was kind of soft where I put the mill, but these have really helped me keep the mill level. So there you have it. That's how you make leveling legs for your mill if you got the angle iron track. Alright guys, so there you have it. That's how I made leveling pads for my track. If that helps, leave us Two Brothers Outdoors a thumbs up. Hit that subscription button if you're not subscribed. Hit the notifications bell. You don't want to miss any more of our future videos. And hopefully I'll be over this flu 100% here pretty quick. So until the next one, we will see you later.